Hello everyone. In this video we will walk through how to use and support the email archiving system. This video is divided into two parts. The first part is the user manual. The second part is dedicated to technical support for the system. At the end of the video I will also explain what to do if you don't have this system and you want to save your emails locally on your computer instead of keeping them online. For developers, the explanation in the technical support section should be sufficient. If anyone needs any help with any part of the system, you can contact me and I will assist. Part 1. User Manual. The purpose of this system is two main things. First, to make searching emails easier if you are using the Outlook Online 365. Search there works using smart search, and sometimes emails that actually exist do not appear in the search result. This happened to us many times at work and caused real issues. That's why we built this system for accurate and reliable searching. Second, the archive stores the full data of each email, including attachment information. All email data can be accessed easily through the system. The attachments themselves are stored on the computer, not inside the database. System interface. The interface is simple. There is a button for each year. When you click on a year, it opens the search screen for all emails of that year. If you know the folder where the email might be located, you can select it from the drop-down list to limit the search scope. In the search words field, you can enter any keywords found in the email subject or inside the email body. In the form field, you can enter any part of the sender's name or email address. In the To or CC field, you can enter any part of the recipient's or CC's name or email address. In between date and date, you can select date range to narrow down the search results. Example, if we are searching for an email that contains the word railway within the first 15 days of January 2026, we enter the criteria and click search. The required emails appear in the results. For example, this one, which were sent on January 12, and we know it had an attachment. We can click Open Mail. All email details will appear similar to what you see in Outlook Online. At the top, you can see whether the email is read or unread and whether it has attachments. Then you can see the subject, the sender, the recipients, the date and time, and the online folder path where the email is stored. The email body is stored as plain text, so it does not always look the same as in Outlook Online. That's why there is a button called HTML view. When you click it, the email opens in its original format, exactly as you see it in the browser. You can close the HTML view and return to the email details screen. If you need the attachments, click the attachment button to open the folder containing the email's attachment. Opening the original email online. There are two ways to open the original email online. First method, click copy subject to copy the exact subject line. Then click Open Outlook and paste the subject into the search box in Outlook Online. If the mail does not appear because Outlook Online uses smart search and may not return exact matches even with the full subject, you can use the second method, which we should use the folder path, the date, and the time, and go to the folder manually on Outlook Online and sort by date and locate the email yourself manually. The close buttons closes the search screen and returns you to the main screen. On the main screen, there is a larger clear button for the current year and buttons for other archived years. The settings button is for technical support only. From there, you can change the attachment storage path. The About and Help button opens a screen showing the version number, releases date, and information about the system developers. The Program Guide button opens this video, so it can be a reference for both users and technical support. The Exit button closes the system and exits the application. That's almost everything the user needs to know.